Hello, artists. One more thing we can try with the Gelli plate. And for this one, I am going to put a little bit more paint because we're going to draw in the paint. And as we know, super thin paint dries out really fast, and you kind of got to give us a little bit more working time. I'm going to add just a little bit more than a thin layer. Not super thick, but we want enough to make it possible to, so that's pretty thick. I can't really see my fingers through it. Okay, so now I'm going to use a Q-tip, and can't do a lot of detail with this, but you can do some things. So I'm going to do a little sketch. I was just thinking about my dog. I don't know how that's going to work out, but we can always add some details in. She's a German Shepherd, and she has she has huge ears. So I'm going to put her big ears in there. And let's see, put her collar. Okay, you can see after a little while, the Q-tip gets a little smushy. So you might need to change. And she smiles a lot. Okay, and let's see, I'm gonna put some black back on there because she's not. She has she's mostly black, but she has those little brown eyebrows. Okay, and I'm gonna let's put some texture in the background. And this isn't taking me very long to draw. And I will put the time it took me to do my drawing on the screen, so you know how long it took me to draw it and how fast you kind of got to go. So, okay, now I'm going to print. With this, you're definitely going to have to redraw everything every time. You can do different subjects, or you can do the same thing over and over again. And you can do a variety of colors when you go to draw, or when you put your paint on, but this, you want it to be a little bit thicker so you have a little bit longer drying time. And we're going to use soft things like the Q-tips. I might be able to find a couple of other things that you could also use that might give you some finer details, but you can't mess around. You got to know what you're going to draw from the very beginning. Got to have it planned out. Off. Okay, and there's my drawing. Okay, I did get some nice texture, and the black went on really well when I dotted it back in the eye because I kind of smeared off too much. So that's I think that's a pretty successful print. So there you go. That's definitely something to experiment with. I should have put her little nostrils back on with the black, but there you go. Drawing directly on the Gelli plate is another good option. See me for the Q-tips, and I'll let you know if I find any other good tools to work with. that will not poke holes in our jelly plate. All right, there we go. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Okay, good news, artists. I found some, I thought there were some of these in my back room after I thought about it for a minute. And these are color shaper things. This one I gotta glue. Different kinds of tools that you can use to push the paint around, draw different things, you make different textures depending on what you want. And they're rubber, the tips are rubber, so they won't hurt our jelly plate. And some of them have other different textures kind of cut into them by the other art teacher that was here that I used to work with. And I miss her because we had fun. And this one has a little chunk cut out of it to make another texture. We'll try out all of these so you can use them besides the Q-tips to do drawing directly on your jelly plate. So let's try one with some, different colors. That's going to be a lot of paint right there, but we do want a little bit more with this technique. Go for a sunsetty feel, but not 10 tons more. And this time, okay, I'm going to roll it this way to keep my sunset feel. Go, move up a little bit, move down a little bit, so those colors kind of fade into each other. So we have like a gradation. Okay, so let's see, I'm going to draw some flowers. And every once in a while, I'm wiping off my tool. Okay, this gives a nice kind of thinnish line. Ooh, what's this one gonna do? Okay, I think, ooh, that's nice. And I can even, these need to be wiped off. We don't want paint caking up on them. Yeah. About that one. Maybe that's more of a texture-y thing. Ooh, that kind of looks like a little flower. Move that back out a little bit. That's gonna, what I did with my finger is gonna show up, but that's okay. Where was that other one that had the little chunk cut out of it? There it is. Okay. So there we go. Ooh, might be good to give these a rinse in the sink after you use them before the paint dries on them. Okay, so that. I kind of like the color shaper better than the Q-tip, but for texture like this, you want a Q-tip, or if you want it to be brushy looking like this right here, that's when a Q-tip would be really good to use. So this could be a lot of fun. Okay, that was a lot of paint, so I want to make sure that I'm rubbing thoroughly to pick up all that paint. So my full design comes up, because I don't think it's going to look as good if the paint doesn't all come up. All right, there we go. Okay. Or you could do it in black and then, yeah, do black, draw your design, let it dry, and then put the colors on top. And then the colors will show through as your lines. Lots of different possibilities. So experimenting with that could be a lot of fun. So yeah, there you go. Don't forget, wash these off with some water. Wipe them. You could wipe them with a sponge, wipe them with the paper towel to get that excess paint off so they don't mess up somebody else's painting by becoming stiff and not flexible, because you want that flexibility. So yeah, there you go. Have fun. I have these behind my desk, so please come and ask me for them, because this is an 8th grade only thing. Aren't you special? My special people. Okay, so there you go. Have fun. And I will talk to you soon. Can't wait to see what you make. Bye-bye.